What's good, what's good, what's good? We live, man. We live, man. Woo! Shit looking crazy, bro. Yo, this looking nuts. We live, man. Babe, can I get some of that ginger ale with ice? Oh, we live, man.
This is your cup on the cabinet? I mean, on the table?
Nah. You know what I'm saying? 7 days post-op. I mean, what's good, family? What up? How you doing, brother? What's good, what's good, what's good, man? Babe, you can pass my laptop? What's good, my guy, man? We 7 days post-op. Throw a little live video. Yo, the back of my head is chopped. Yeah, what's good, bro? Yeah, man, that's why my girl told me I should go live to give information about the DHI and, you know, everything like that. Deron was good. Marquise was good. Bachatero was good. Sean was good, man. Y Flames, what up? Yeah, man, so DHI, I got, I got 2,000 grafts from the back of my head, DHI. And Abdi was good. And yeah. And I think the biggest difference with DHI is the medication regimen afterwards. Because I've been on like 4 or 5 antibiotics for the first couple of days. And honestly, after like day 5, it was making my stomach hurt too much. So I stopped taking it, and I'm taking broad spectrum antibiotics that I know of here in the States. So I started taking doxycycline, but they had me on like an injection. They had like, and I'll go get it too once I get settled in. But yeah, it's crazy. DHI is a lot different. How come you're not scared about over-harvesting? K. Matthews. Shit. I don't know. I feel like the goal is to have hair on the top of my head. And I just got to a point where I kind of was like, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Not fuck it like take 8,000, but fuck it like I'll hit 5,000. Now my 5,000 is going to look different because they have to maneuver around the scars I already have. So me being over-harvested it's a higher chance of happening versus the people who just step into a procedure. But in my opinion, I'm pretty sure I'm over-harvested at this point. You can see like shit look crazy, bro. But fuck it, yo. The top of my head's gonna look good. I'm gonna get S&P. I already got a specialist. He's Scout Micro USA. His name is Mike. He does amazing work, and he already told me he can take care of everything. So for me, if the goal is to, oh, thank you, babe. So I gotta keep touching the screen. But to me, if the goal is to get hair on the top of the head, is, you know, that's the goal. You feel me? So that's why I wasn't afraid of getting over-harvested. Good question, brother. Damn, what's good? What's good? Thank you, babe. No, that's straight. What's good? What's good?
Can't see me, right?
Did I have any hiccups or issues when I went to Turkey? And this, Malcolm also said, how safe is Turkey for African Americans? Nah, Turkey is safe, bro. Turkey is safe. I mean, especially if you're just there for a reason. Now, if you want to go to Turkey, what are you doing?
So you can...
No, I like it right here.
Okay.
Nah, but if you want to go to Turkey and enjoy the town and, you know, go around and go to the city and, you know, mingle with the locals, that's entirely different. Oh, do me a favor, everybody who in here, if you know how to like the video up, just like the video so then it could get broadcasted to more people who are subscribed and more people that want to watch and know about this stuff. Thank you, man. I love y'all. But anyway, yeah, so if you going over there to see the city, stuff like that, then you could run into some issues with safety. But as far as just getting a hair transplant, they organize transportation, accommodations with your hotel, and you're good to go. From the moment you step off the airplane to leaving the airport, they pick you up, they take you to the hotel, they take you to the clinic, and you're good. You shouldn't be doing anything outside of those means unless you want to. So as far as safety, it really is in your hands as far as being safe. Good question, though. And any hiccups? No, I didn't have any hiccups, man. I mean, everything that I wanted to get done kind of got done. They left about this much out of my crown on the back end of it. They seen hair there, and they thought that hair was good hair, and I told him it's not. So at the end, he kind of put a little extra there, but altogether, that was the only hiccup. Otherwise, everything went according to plan. Even me looking real toe up right now. That's according to plan. Shit. Good ass question though. Marquis said the lidocaine injections weren't that bad. When he got it, overall it was 3 out of 10. Well, man, you got a great pain threshold, and maybe the person you got had a really good technique. When I went back this time, the lady who is the face of the clinic, Miss Ashley, talking, she's amazing. She actually did my lidocaine injections, and it was like a 4 out of 10. Half of it is it's painful in itself, but it's the duration of pain if the technique is bad. So this time I went back and I had a great technique, so that was lit. That was lit. K. Matthews said, you super nice with the blade, so you would be good no matter what. I appreciate that. That's why. That's another reason too, because I cut my own hair. A lot of people are sometimes nervous because they don't know, they don't want to go to the barber, they don't know how to cut their own hair. I cut hair, so I ain't worried too much about it looking fucked up. I'm gonna just have a stupid high fade, if anything, get S&P, and I'm gonna be good to go. But yeah, you thinking it right there. I'm thinking that same thing. Sean said, is DHI better than FUE? Well, it's a different process. FUE is where so both procedures start the same. They extract the grafts from your beard and from the back of your head with the puncher, and then they take it out. As far as placement of the grafts with FUE, they make punch holes with a micro blade or a surgical blade, and then they place the grafts into those holes. And both technicians can do it at the same time, so you'll feel two people just throwing it in your head at the same time, which is fire. It's a shorter procedure in that regard. But with DHI, there's two specialists refilling the puncher tool, and there's one specialist placing the grafts with the punch tool. So it took 10.5 hours for my procedure to get done. You feel me? So it's different because it's longer, but they say that you heal faster because your scalp takes less trauma. Imagine, taking a surgical pen and, placing 6,000 holes if you get 6,000 grafts. And then on top of that, having to take the grafts and then place it in those holes. You know what I'm saying? If you just think about it in that regard, FUE is a little more traumatic. But when you do DHI, you take the punch hole pen and make a hole for the incision site and release the graft at the same time. So it has pros and cons on both sides, but it is more prone to infection, DHI, because you're putting something foreign into the body, not the graft itself, but it's a whole punch that goes the depth of the graft and then releases the graft. So it's pros and cons, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know which one is better now. That was a good question. Long answer, my fault. Give me about 10, 12 months, and I'll tell you which one I did prefer. But yeah, good question. Deron says, did you see hairs in your scabs while they were falling off? So I'm on day 7 right now, and literally you could see some scabs there, some scabs are not there. My head yo, I can't even look at this shit. My head looks a little sauced right now, you feel me? But the grafts are literally, not the grafts, the scabs are falling off. So the question is, do you see some hairs in the grafts as they fall off? Do you see some hairs in the scabs as they fall off? My apologies. The answer is yes. That's common. If they did it right, the bulb of your hair follicle should be placed properly and you should be good. No worries. Good shit, bro. Everything goes. Yes, me too. I'm considering S&P after my 3rd surgery this year or next year. So I'm thinking the same thing now. Some people like, damn, you got 3 surgeries? Because I got 3 surgeries. But if you do a surgery in the state, and this is what I was saying in my last video, typically they could tell you it's going to take more than one procedure. 2 to 3 procedures is the typical amount of procedures for anyone that's undergoing hair transplant surgery, especially if you're higher on the Norwood scale, meaning you're balding more. So yeah, that's very likely. You know what I'm saying? Marcus S says, there are other brothers there from the U.S. and other countries doing the same thing, getting a hair transplant. True, it's not just Turkey. You know what I'm saying? It's you go to Colombia, you go to Tijuana, you could go to Dominican Republic. And when you go to Turkey, there's other people there from other countries too. It's not just Americans, African Americans. There's people from the UK. There's people there from Africa. There's people there from everywhere. And that's a beauty. I ran into a lot of good fellas out there. Shout outs to y'all, man. We had dinner, we drank, we had a good time, we had food. It was dope. All right. Endure Entrepreneur says, they do take care of you. Got mine done in April. Shout outs to you, man. I hope yours grows in well, man. And anyone in here, man, I just hope y'all take y'all time, stay positive. That's half the journey. You see, I'm sauced up right now, but I can't be mad because I'm happy that I made a decision for me. And that's all it should come down to at the end of the day. Like, I got my bags going, hair look toe up. I got 2-3 hairlines. But what you gonna do, man? You gotta live life. Live your peace and chase your happiness. You know what I mean? What we got here? Malcolm said, I haven't started balding or receding yet. Is there anything I could do to keep it that way? For sure, bro. Eat a healthy diet. Try to stay away from fast foods as much as you can. Work out. You feel me? And then just know the genetics of your parents and your parents' parents. If you're not going to go bald, if they didn't go bald, chances are you won't. But then you can start your own lineage of balding as well in yourself. Just, you know, that's how you could have been born. But yeah, just living a healthy lifestyle. And if you do start balding, you know, consult a doctor regarding minoxidil and Propecia if you want to try those methods before getting a hair transplant as well. Ralph Rodriguez says, make sure to tip the people who do the procedure. Laugh out loud. Hey man, you could do that too. You feel me? I ain't gonna cap. I ain't never tipped nobody. You know what I'm saying? I'm going out there to spend $3 grand. Nah, hear the truth. I went out there for an FUE. I was prepared to spend $2,200. You know what I'm saying? USD. I get there. They talk me into DHI. I'm like, fuck it. This is my last time. You know what? I'm going to get the DHI. You feel me? So now it went up to 32. The reason it wasn't higher is because they price pointed me at my previous procedure's price. So I was grandfathered into that 2,200. So they added 1,000 for DHI. If you get DHI now, it's with Baird, it's going to be 3,500. Right? Anyway. So I got there, then I ended up buying shampoos. Then I ended up having to pay for my medications. Then you know what I'm saying? So my price point went up to like 35, almost 4, and I came there ready to spend 22. So I'm not gonna tip nobody, but the dudes I was with, they was tipping people and shit. It's up to you. You could do what you want. When I'm on vacation, I tip people. I ain't there for vacation. That's a business trip for me. You feel me? But do what you want to do, man. Ralph, do your thing, man. I hope yours grows in well too. Duran says, honestly, that was the worst part about getting a procedure. Them injections. Factory. Them injections is no joke. But for me, they were painful the second time. The first and the third time, they were reasonable. Wasn't that painful. You know what I mean? I have tattoos. I've gotten stabbed before. I've had PRP, which is very painful, without a hair transplant, just PRP by itself. And I've had a hair transplant, so I know pain. You know what I'm saying? But if guys go in there and say it ain't painful, man, you a bigger man than me. I ain't gonna cap. Do your thing, man. But just be prepared. If you listening to people, just prepare for it to be moderately painful. Sean says how much was for the DHI. So DHI is going to cost you an extra $1,000 on top of FUE. As of now, I think they're going FUE price started, like if you hit them up today, is like $2,500 for, no. Sorry, it's 2,000. 2,000 for FUE, right? If you add your beard, it's 2,500. If you do DHI, you have to add 1,000 to that. So it's just 1,000 more than FUE would be. So if you do your beard and the back of your head and DHI, it'll be 3,500. If you don't, it'll be 3,000. That'll be the math on that. No doubt, bro. No doubt. Oh shit! Superstar says show the back. Yo, you wildin', bro. I'm gonna show the back, man. Let me show y'all, man. This shit ain't crazy. This shit crazy, bro. I wouldn't lie to you, man. This shit is crazy, but again, I'm on day 7, so it looks really white. You know what I'm saying? And it looks really raw. I don't really see any hairs growing out of the area as of yet. Which, you know, I kind of chucked that up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I knew what I went back for. If I was concerned about being over-harvested, I would never went back. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I already knew what I was getting into. But for me, I already knew what I was doing. You know what I'm saying? If that is a fair for you, account for that. You know what I mean? Set your expectations. I'm gonna rock a high ass fade and I'm gonna be chill. Then I'm gonna get S&P and I'm gonna be good. And then I'm gonna get S&P touch-ups maybe every couple of years if I need to. You know what I'm saying? So That's it. That's on my end. But the back do look chopped. I ain't hiding it or nothing. Like, that shit looks saucy. But as the days progress, it's going to get darker. Then I'm going to go on vacations and I'm going to tan it. And it's going to get darker over time. But right now, it look crazy. I ain't going to cap. I ain't going to cap. Have you thought about doing SMP to cover the donor scars? Says, damn, Fabrice is the last word. I can't pronounce the whole thing. But yeah, bro, that's exactly what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. So I'm going to get SMP. My specialist said I got to wait 7 months. So I'm looking at around April-ish. Then I'm going to get SMP in the back. And I'm going to make a video about it. I'm going to vlog it. You feel me? And that's it. Oh, I'm also going to get my teeth done because I was trying to fuck with getting Invisalign with my doctor. And he was talking like 3-4 grand. And then it's going to take X amount of time. So I'm like, yo, fuck it. I'm getting veneers now. I can't. So I'm getting that done in December. So y'all going to see a video on that too. I also have 2 veneers already because I lost my teeth in the gym before trying to work out. Did some crazy shit. All right, K. Matthew said, how long did the FUE transplant take versus DHI? So the FUE transplant for me took about 9 hours. And the DHI took about 10 and a half, running 11. I'm not going to lie. With the DHI, I was losing so much blood. Because you're there for so long, they just punching you up. Right? So I'm losing blood and I don't know, like I start shaking a little bit. Like I'm good, but it's just 10 and a half hours of laying in the same position, going to the bathroom, peeing 3-4 times. And then it's like, damn, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what else I'm supposed to, they don't got the TV on. You can ask though, but yo, bring your headphones. You could also bring your headphones if you want to listen to some music, calm yourself. I forgot my earbuds in the hotel room, so I was upset, but DHI took a little longer because it's 1 person doing the placement and 2 specialists reloading the punch tool. Good ass question. Good ass question. Duran says, laugh my ass off. I got a whole front fade going on right now. That's it, bro. Fuck it, man. Do what works for you. MG says, are you still in Turkey? Nah, man. I was in and out of there quick, you heard? I went down Thursday night, came back Monday, back to work. You know what I mean? That's it. Everything Goes says, the surgeons don't take tips. I tried and they said no, but the drivers and the hotel staff did take it. All right, so Everything Goes handled his business. You feel me? Eric H says, is FUE painful? DHI, FUE, Sapphire, Artis, these are all different types of transplants. The actual transplant, it's not painful at all. What's painful is the numbing injections, the lidocaine or Marcaine local anesthesia that they put in the areas where they have to place the grafts and in the areas where they take the hair. That is painful. It's a piercing pain from the needle, which is like a 4, and then it's a burning pain from the medication, the lidocaine or the Marcaine. That's like a 7, 8. But when they do it constantly, it's the longevity of the pain, the repetitiveness of the pain that makes it more painful than it is. Imagine stubbing your toe, right? That's not painful one time. You're like, ooh. But imagine that same feeling over and over and over and over. It's like, yo, this is like the height of the pain continues to raise, if that makes sense. All right. Superstar says, what is DHI? So what it stands for is direct hair implantation. They have a surgical tool that you can load up the hair graft into, and then you have a punch at the end of it, creates a punch incision site into the scalp, and then you press a button, and the hair graft is injected into the scalp, and it ends up looking like this. You can see the scabs are still there a little bit. Hopefully in the next couple of days they fall off. I ain't gonna lie, I really wasn't asking for it to be this, you know, packed, but I'm hoping with the density they placed it look lit, because you know they raked my shit up. I ain't gonna cap. All right. Helping Hands in Home Care says, I have a client interested in getting a hair transplant, but he smokes. Should he consider stopping smoking before the transplant? Absolutely. So smoking is a problem because tobacco in the process of smoking, tobacco causes vasoconstriction. Basically, it makes your blood vessels get smaller. This could lead to increased blood pressure, which when having a hair transplant can lead to you bleeding more. It could lead to those type of complications. Also, smoking leads to like your vessels being congested as well, which also causes issues, right? So no, you shouldn't smoke. Maybe stop smoking for, if you could, stop smoking for a month and then 2 weeks after. But if you can't, like if you're really addicted to smoking, at least try to stop smoking a week before your procedure and a week after. That'll give your procedure enough time to, have a good procedure as well as recover well, if that makes sense. So you shouldn't smoke or drink prior to or after the procedure in about a month time span to give yourself good healing time. Marcus said he paid $2,500 in late July without the beard. Exactly. So their new oh shit, without the beard? So their new price is $25. Yes. Yes. No. Shit. Their new price is $25. All right, shit then. Their new price is $25. So without the beard, Marcus said without the beard, $2,500 is their new price. That's their new standing price without the beard. Well, that's good to know. Duran said, what you sipping on, man? Listen, man, it's 7 days after, so you know I got that yak. You feel? Nah, I'm joking. I'm trying to chill. I ain't trying to drink yet. This is babe, this is strawberry ginger ale, right? Cranberry ginger ale. Cranberry ginger ale. It's mad good. It settles my stomach because I'm taking so many medications. Like I said, they got me on some shit right now. So, you know what I'm saying? It settles my stomach. But yeah, that's what I'm sipping, man. Make sure everybody get their drink. Listen, if anybody, I see 32 heads in here, man. First of all, respectfully, what's good? You know what I'm saying? It's your boy Jay, man. Love to see y'all here, man. Ask any questions y'all want. Make sure y'all grab a drink. And if y'all know how to like this video up, do me a favor. Like that video so it can get to more people that want to see this hair transplant stuff. You feel me? And it could just help the algorithm. You feel me? That's all it is. Showing love, and then we just showing love. That's it. Oh, shit, we got questions going. I'm talking. I bet. T-Dot says, my hair's still kind of flaky after a month, and some change post-op. Is that normal? So, yes. Flakiness can go up to like a month and a half, 2 months, depending on your skin too. Like myself, I have sensitive skin, so I got to carry my skin a certain way. And people are like, well, damn, when can I start using oils? When can I, So firstly, don't use any oils. If you ask the talker, and they're going to tell you don't use oils for like 6 months to a year. But my first hair transplant clinic at Dr. Zering, who did Tory Lanez and Tiger, he said don't use any oils for about 2 months. 2 months, 3 months. But after 2 months, your scalp it should be healthy. You should be able to retain and take oils. Now, that's what I'm going by. I'm not waiting 6 months. You feel me? But they also didn't tell me that, nor was it on my paperwork when they discharged me from the clinic after the transplant. So if you want to text them over WhatsApp, you can follow their approval. But if you asking me, wait about 2 months until you start putting oils or like, aloe, things like that on your scalp. So yes, your hair's going to have to stay flaky for like a good month, maybe a month and a half. It's unfortunate, but if you do use anything, you want to get like, I would say, that's tough. Like you don't want to use any castor oil, maybe like a jojoba oil or maybe a grapeseed oil by itself or olive oil. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. You don't want to use anything too thick, too dense, too much ingredients. You know what I'm saying? So if you ask me, I say leave it flaky for 2 months. You feel me? After that, you can start using your oils. But if you do use something real pure, real all natural with low porosity, so it's not killing your scalp and it's water soluble. So if you sweat, it'll just burn off, or if it rain, it'll just drip off. Versus if you're using castor oil, you gotta damn near shampoo that off. Like it's so thick. But yeah, you're gonna have a little flaky scalp. That's normal. Aki MO said, wow. They took all your donor area, fam. Factory, bro. They like I said, bro, they raped my shit, but I was prepared for that. I'm going to stay positive. I'm going to keep my fingers crossed, and as days go by, we're going to see how this thing transpires. But all I know is at the end of the day, I made a move for me, and I know regardless, I'm going to be good. You feel me? Because I got a plan. I got a plan A, plan B, and all of that, so I'm ready. You know what I'm saying? But Factory, they raped my shit. And I'm not even tight. I mean, I'm tight, but I'm not even tight. I'm not even tight. Andrew Anilis says, bro, can I hit your Instagram? Yo, anybody that need to hit my Instagram, you got questions maybe you don't want to ask here. You feel me? My Instagram is Good Life Drip. You feel me? Good Life Drip is the oil I sell as well. Also, if you live in that tri-state area, Queens, Brooklyn, Bronx, Staten, Jersey, that's pushing it. Manhattan, if you live in that area, you need a haircut, you got a transplant, or if you didn't get a transplant, you just need a little touch-up, whatever it is, hit me up and we could discuss that as well. I travel to homes and do VIP haircuts, basically. All right, I've been cutting my hair since I was 17. I'm 29 now. I'm not a licensed barber. I'm a registered nurse licensed in that, so I'm not going to give you no infection, nothing like that. I take, real good care of my clients. You feel me? So let me know if y'all interested in that. But if you got any questions, hit me on my IG, Good Life Drip. You can hit me on my email, goodlifejoe92@gmail.com. Ask me questions. I do consults. If you want like an hour and we just chop it up, hit me up. Woo, gotta just... He also said he need guidance. That's why I said all that. But all right, good shit, Andrew. Listen, I look forward to seeing you, man. 42 people in here, man. What y'all doing in here, man? What time is it, man? Yo, it's 10:25. Yo, blessings to all y'all, man. Take a drink, man. I love all y'all, man. Ask any questions y'all want, man. Tony Snow says, how long do S&P take? How long do S&P takes house sessions? You see, I be feeling like I can't read this shit, but yeah, that's what he said. Basically, he asking how long does an S&P session take? I feel you, Tony. I'm with you, brother. So basically, S&P session could last about 3 to 5 hours. I want to say 3 to 5 hours, depending on your node scale, depending on what you want them to do. If you're covering up a scar, if you have a node 7 and you're getting all of this taken care of, they're also going to blend some of your, the back of your head as well. It could take about, anywhere between 2 to 5 hours. You feel me? And it's painful too, but it's like 1 to 10, it's like a 6. The mid top of my scalp was the most painful. My brother also has S&P. He got it done. He said the mid top wasn't the most painful. He said his hairline was the most painful. So I guess it's subject to the individual. But the most pain you should feel maybe is a 6, 7. Especially if you already have tattoos, you already know what that pain feel like. It's very similar. Good question. Junior 8007 says, booking my second procedure with Ashley, talking in November. Let's get it, my guy. Good luck to you. Toast to that, man. Anybody in here getting it done, man, good luck, man. Team Baby here is on deck, and we just had to talk some shit and chop it up. Tony got another question. He said, do you got any more pics of you with scalp micro? Because I'm just going to get S&P. I ain't got time for the whole hair transplant process. Plus, I already look decent bald. I heard you, man. Listen, man, I do got more pictures. And I actually wanted to do a new video about S&P. The first video I did about S&P was literally my first video on the channel. So it was like my personality and, it was just hard to get out there. But I want to redo that video and my editing skills got better too. So I could dig up some Facebook pictures, some old Instagram pictures, some travel vlogs and travel pictures I got on IG. And I'll make a video about that coming up soon. I appreciate the request, man, and I got you. But S&P works really well. It was one of the best decisions I ever made, if I'm being honest. The only reason I got a transplant afterward is because I always told myself, and I always say this, when Tory Lanez and Tyga got a hairline, bro, when them niggas came back, I was like, yo, excuse my language. Anyway, anyone feeling disrespected, my apologies, but that's just how I talk. I ain't gonna change, my fault. You feel me? Respectfully. But when I seen them dudes get their hair back, I was like, yo, hold on now. If I ever find out who did that transplant, promise I'm talking to that doctor. And when Tory Lanez said it on the Breakfast Show, I think it was on the Breakfast Show, he said it. I called the doctor the same time. I'm literally at work watching this on my break, and I'm like, shit. I called the doctor. They were like, yo, it's gonna be $500 if you want to talk to him, or $150 to talk to the other consults or the other doctors. And I was like, nah, I need to talk to him. So I waited 2.5 months just to talk to him. And that's what started this whole process, man. But S&P, all in all, great decision. Good luck, my brother. YG Body Builder, what's good, my bro? Hey, Joe, what real benefit and differences does DHI method hold? Okay. Good question, my guy. In my opinion, DHI is more precise. DHI has more precision and can allow for more density. Like if you're looking for densely packed areas, DHI can almost make it a little easier because you're putting the tool to make it. So you're making the density as you go through the area. Versus when you're doing FUE, you place holes, and now the doctors or the specialists have to keep on, their special glasses to see the holes and place them as they're creating your density, if that makes sense. But the DHI tool, it stabs your head and punches the graft into your head, so they create the density and then create the flow, if that makes sense. That's one of the benefits that I personally would see. Other than that, to me, they're pretty equal. I'm not gonna lie. Also, the healing time. The healing time for DHI is a little quicker, because the level of trauma is a little less. Yes, you're poking and injecting a graft into the scalp same time, but when you think about it, you're not creating 6,000 individual holes in the head and then placing a material or a foreign object just about into that hole. So, you know what I'm saying? If that makes sense. So it's like if I cut my arm and then I open that cut up and then put something in it, versus if I just stab my arm and put it there, if that makes sense. I know that was a bad analogy because why would I be stabbing my arm? You feel me? But that's the best I could do on short notice. You feel me? But yeah. So good question though. Good question. Junior said he was quoted 3,500 DHI today. See, that's their prices. Their prices is going up. That's another reason I wanted to just go back and get it done. You feel me? You know what? I want to show love to my girl right now, man. Because honestly, I wasn't even going to come on live. I was chilling. I was watching YouTube. And she's like, yo, go on live, bro. Like, don't laugh. Don't laugh. She's like, yo, go on live, bro. Because people want to know. People want to see what you look like. I'm like, y'all look fucked up right now. She's like, nah, bro, go on live. Like, they got to see the real. And that's what I've always said I want to show since day one. So, shout out to my girl real quick. Garth Ali said, is this number 3? This is my 3rd hair transplant. And this is my last. Shit. If I go back, oh my God, if I go back, somebody send the cops for me, please. If I go back one more time, it's a wrap. Like, please, handcuffs on my shit. I'm wildin'. Oh shit, we got hella questions I ain't get to. Golly. All right, hold on, y'all. So I'm gonna run through them quick now. What's good? We got 49 people in here. Hey, blessings. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? I'm glad everybody in here showing love. Make sure y'all got y'all drinks. Like up this video if you know how, to show other people this video, man, so they can get this knowledge or this conversation. So Alvin Cobb said he went in June. It was 2,200 without the bid. 4,500 grafts. Good shit, bro. Good luck on your journey. YG Bodybuilder says, so does that mean no Jamaican castor oil? So for myself, I don't use Jamaican castor oil. I have contact dermatitis with my skin, and castor oil gives me that. So it makes my hair fall out. And also for me, it's too thick, and so it clogs my pores. So it's no good for me. But a lot of people say castor oil works. So if it worked for you, that's on you, bro. He says, so what are we supposed to use in the donor area and recipient area? And he says, because a lot of other brothers are using oils and all types of stuff. So for myself, I will be going back and, getting into my kitchen and making some healing butter. It's a nice little cocktail of vitamin E at 30,000 IUs, Manuka oil, which a few YouTubers also use Manuka oil. They did a hair mask. I forget his name. Simp to Suave. Shout out to his channel, man. And he did that, and it was great. It worked for his donor area, and this is what I use in my healing butter as well. And then I use my growth oil, which comes with, coconut oil, extra virgin, jojoba oil, black seed oil, primrose oil. And each oil has a different property that helps it grow differently. Like primrose, and you guys could Google this. Primrose is one of the only oils that help stimulate new hair growth. Not regular hair growth that we have already, but new hairs, right? Like that's fucking crazy. So I got that in my oil. Black seed oil, intaking it is also good for your digestive system, but it's also great for the scalp, for the hair, for the skin. You feel me? So things like that, just to touch on it. So if you're interested in some growth oil, some hair oil, hit me up. You can hit me on my IG or my email. But if you want something for your donor, people use aloe, people use a hair mask, including Manuka oil and vitamin E products. Yeah, go check out Simp to Suave, his YouTube channel. He did a hair mask. So you could look at that to see what you could do on your donor area. Why do Wooda Monkey says coconut oil is okay for the donor area. For sure. Just make sure it's extra virgin and make sure it's after about 2 weeks. So you always want to make sure your wounds are healed before you start putting things. Like right now, my wounds are not healed. This is raw still. So I can't put anything on it right now. It's just ointment, bacitracin, antibiotics. That's it. After 2 weeks, I'll probably cut it. Then I'll probably use 10 skin. Then I'll probably start implementing some vitamin E, maybe some aloe, things like that. All right. What we got going here? Damn, I thought I was going to answer questions fast. I'm tripping. All right. Deborah says, I have a hair transplant. I was going to Ashley talking, but I was scared to go to them. If you are a female, let me just make sure. I'm on month 4 almost, but I still have light spots. When did you see the most of your hair results on 1 month? So it takes 12 to 15 months to fully grow your hair in after the hair transplant. You know what I'm saying? If you are a woman, I don't know if there's any women in here. In my personal opinion, I think women should get a FUT because they tend to wear their hair longer. A FUT would always be beneficial for a woman. A FUE, if you run into getting over harvested, there's no coming back from that. But a FUT, you get your hair stapled together, your scalp gets stapled together, sutured, and you could grow your hair out. No one will ever know. But a man, if he gets FUT, especially being of African-American descent, I'm Jamaican, but just for argumentative purposes, we run into having lower haircuts. So being that we got a FUT, that looks weird. But if any woman is here, just consult with your doctor, see if a FUE or FUT is best for you. You know what I'm saying? Yusuf says, can we see the back of your head, your transplant guru, at this point? 3 times, holy shit. Facts, man. Hey, listen, I'll show you the back of my head. Let me get to the bottom of these questions first. Because I showed it already, but look, I'll give you a piece. Shit is crazy, bro. Shit is real raw right now. I'm on day 7, but, you know, we running it up. Mustafa says, man, I want to get this done so bad. I'm like a Norwood 2. Wondering if I should go for it and restore my temples or wait a while. I'm scared and I'm only in my mid-20s. I got my first one when I was 27. Just know your pattern of balding for yourself and for your family, what you're probably gonna look like, your mom's dad, your dad's dad. And, you know, you can start small. Use Propecia, use minoxidil. Try to do those things if you're afraid of the invasiveness of a transplant, because it is. And you have to be ready. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work for everybody. So you might be in that group of people it doesn't work, unfortunately. So, you know what I'm saying? Consult with a very well-educated physician first. And then, you know, look at your alternative options. What's the price difference between the procedure in the States and overseas? Well, depends on the clinic here. If you go to Bosley, they could charge you maybe 10 bands, $10,000. If you go to Dr. Zering, he's going to charge you about $15,000, $15,000. If you go to Dr. Deep, you're looking at 14 to 17, 16,000 around there. But when you go to their offices, that's if you work with them, they charge you more, but they also have different physicians under them that charge you less. So also ask about that if you're interested. Prince says, oh, that's Prince, my bad. Jay Johnson said, yo, your shit looking great, bro. Hey, man, appreciate you, bro. Yo, I appreciate you, dog. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you, man. What we got here? Rick says, yo, bro, don't forget to send me that invoice. Yo, bro, I got you, man. New York had a flood, fucked a lot of shit up. And on top of that, I just left the Turkey. 2 people did order with me, and I sent them their money back. If you one of those people, I'm pretty sure I sent everybody their money back. But if you one of those people, let me know. I like to have good business. I'm a businessman, so my apologies if that did happen. But, you know, that I think it was Ida who came through New York, fucked everything up. I know if you was on Instagram, you seen the rats swimming in the water in people's basement. It was real. It was real out here. And I dipped out to Turkey afterwards, so you know what I'm saying? But yeah, the price difference is big. In other countries, it's way cheaper. Over here, it could go upwards 10 grand. Uktam says, when can you wash your whole head post-FUE? So some clinics say, so the first clinic I went to with Dr. Zering, he says after 8 days, you could let the water hit your head. That was with a FUE procedure, though. This procedure is a DHI, so they told me wait about 2 weeks. I don't think I have to wait 2 weeks because the scab's already falling off, but I'm not going to rush it because it is a different procedure. So I'm going to wait a couple more days before I wash it normally and let the shower hit my head. I'm going to probably wait like 10, 11 days. But always consult your clinic because everyone says different things. But everything is ballparked in the same time frame. Good question. Keynotes says, I think DHI healing time is faster. Yeah, I think it is too. It's a little faster because there's less trauma on the scalp. Good point. Good point. Dapo says, wait, this is your third FUE? Nah, it ain't my third FUE. It's my first DHI. You feel me? Nah, it's my third hair transplant, though. It's my third hair transplant. You feel me? Yo, we got 58 people in here, man. Bless up, man. Make sure you grab your drink, ask a question. And if you know how to like this video up, man. Show a little love, man, so we can get this content out to people who need it, man. That's it. Oh, shit. Raymond says, are you taking finasteride or minoxidil? If not, will you take it to stop further balding? Great question, bro. So, I'm not inclined to take any of those. And I'm kind of good on that. I took minoxidil before, and let me tell you, it works. It works. And if I knew what I know now, I'd be better at managing taking minoxidil. If you take minoxidil, I'm just going to let you know, if you take minoxidil, take collagen. If you take minoxidil, you can even dermarol. That would help absorption of minoxidil as well. If you take minoxidil, don't stop minoxidil. And if you take minoxidil, take it twice a day and make sure you keep that regimen up. Some clinics, like Dr. Zering, he has minoxidil that you can take once a day. It's amazing. Go hit that man up. He know what he's doing over there. But when you stop minoxidil, it all falls out. I don't like that. Finasteride grows your hair. It grows hair that you haven't seen in years. It stops DHI from building up, especially on the scalp, and it stops the reuptake in your body of DHI. Not DHI, what am I saying? DHT. And DHT is the excess of testosterone, right? So if you have too much testosterone, it leads to DHT, and that leads to male pattern baldness, but it also leads to beard growth, as you can see, right? With that being said, I don't want to take finasteride, man. If I do any of those, I'm taking minoxidil. But I don't want to take finasteride, bro. So this was my thinking. If I go and get hair transplants, all for different purposes and all through different areas of my head, and I'm using hair that should not dissipate or be vulnerable to DHT, then I don't need to take these medications. So your question is, am I taking it and will I take it? No. My plan is to not take it. But if I do run into the, if my shit start going, honestly, if my shit start going, I'm going to just shave my head, get S&P in the back of my head, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? Like, if the hair that they transplanted was for some reason susceptible to DHT and I go bald, fuck it. Like, that's God's will. I was trying to fuck with the magic potions and do my own thing when God has his own plan. That's on me. You feel me? But all in all, my plan is to not have to take those. That's why I didn't care about having thick and dense hair. Like, some people are chasing, oh, I want an afro, I'm gonna get my braids back. Nah, I just kind of want a Caesar, right? So if I could get an even blend over the rest of my head, I'm good. So I got a lot of work done in my crown. I don't know if you guys can see. I got a lot of work done more so in my crown this time, because that's where I have a lot of light hair. So they missed a little bit of my crown, but ultimately, you know what I'm saying? I think what I did for me works. You know what I'm saying? But if anyone wants to do it, man. I don't negate the fact that it works. It works. It's great. If you want to do it, go ahead. For me, I'm not going to do it. And if I do anything, it's probably going to be minoxidil. There's a low chance. Like, imagine I'm in the bedroom with my girl and shit, and I can't get hard. Like, I'm already a mental person, so sometimes I'll be thrown off. I'll be thinking about work, family shit, and I just can't, like, really get with it. Like, it's not a mood for me, right? It's rare, but, like, it happens because I'm a mental person. Imagine I'm trying to get with it, but I'm taking finasteride, and now I can't get up. How am I explaining to my woman, nah, babe, I'm sorry and shit, like, got my hairline though, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy. That's just a joke, you feel me? If anyone's taking it, I hope it works for you. Good luck on your journey. But for me, it ain't really for me, you know what I'm saying? But they do have different forms. They have topical finasteride that don't really have side effects that affect you sexually and stuff. Look into that, you know what I'm saying? And I have. Don't get me wrong, I have. But is it for me at this current moment? Nah. Maybe in the future. Can't never say no. Good ass question. Damn, I'm trying to fly through, but that was a good question. Sean says, should I get FUE, then come back for DHI? Listen, bro, do what works for you. I would say first if you're in the States, consult a doctor here because they can give you a good outline to what you should do. Also, you could just go get, you could just go get a FUE in Turkey. If you trust like Hair of Istanbul, Ashley Tarkin, Now Hair Time, like there's a lot of great clinics. If you trust them to get 6,000 grafts, do it. That wasn't my route. When I was there, people were getting 6,000 grafts, 5,000 grafts. Do it. Like if that's what you want to do, go by all means, do it. You feel me? I'm never telling anyone how to do their journey or what to do on their journey. Like everybody's different. You feel me? And everybody has different reasoning why they want to do it. So do what works for you. But both are good procedures. Whether it be here in the States, in the UK, fucking Tijuana, Turkey, as long as you comfortable with the doctor and it makes sense to you, that's all that matter. So somebody said they just had their procedure with Dr. Zering on Monday and they're on day 6. Hey man, yo, toast up, man. Toast up, bro. If anybody is in the first month of their transplant, toast up, man. If you're in the first 6 months, man, toast to the baby heads. And if you're a year out and you fucking with the results, man, congratulations. Yeah? Toast to that. Grab your drink, ask some questions, man. We hanging out tonight. Like this video up if you know how. Love is love. Dio Brando said, third op, my man's got money. Man, I wish I had money, man. You feel me? I'll say this too. I'm at the airport and as soon as I land, one of the guys there that was getting a hair transplant too, he recognized me. I mean, I wasn't hiding, so I'm waiting. I was the first one to get there and I'm waiting with the driver. And he gets in, he's like, oh shit, yo, good life. And I'm like, what up, bro? He's like, yo, what you doing back, man? I'm like, yo, I'm here to get my crown work done. And he like, yo, that's crazy, bro. How you doing this, man? How you back here, whatever? He's like, yeah, you must have got bread. Like YouTube must be paying you. I was like, bro, if I was getting paid by YouTube that much, I promise you I wouldn't be a nurse no more. I want to let y'all know I am still a nurse. You know what I'm saying? So also I like impacting lives, man. You know what I'm saying? When God flipping through that book, you said Cap? Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. I'm trying to talk my shit. You feel me? When God flipping through your book of life, you feel me? At the end, when you step up to that podium, you feel me? I need him to know I impacted some lives out here. You know what I'm saying? All right, next question. YG Bodybuilder said, Joe, I want you to know the black hair transplant community, future and present, appreciate you for sharing since the beginning and giving us all hope and showing us all light at the end of the tunnel. My nigga. Yo, I don't care if you black, Spanish, white, I don't care, purple. Respect, man. Hey, everybody sip up to that, man. That's dope. Love is love, man. I see the most hateful of comments. I see the most love comments. You know what I'm saying? No matter what it is, like, love is love. So I definitely cherish and appreciate comments like that. My girl tells me I gotta live in the moment and really appreciate those comments because, you know, it's meaningful. So I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate you, brother. That's dope. Damn, son, hold on. I ain't answering no questions. This is mad questions. All right, let me skip through some now. Yeah. Ryan says, hi, man. I'm losing my hair at age 21 and I do use minoxidil because I think it's still early before hair transplant. Good idea. Also think about using Finasteride. Talk to your doctor. Rodney says, FUT works. It definitely does, but it leaves a linear scar. If that works for you, that works for me. Rodney also says, what is DHI? It is direct hair implantation. It's where they take a puncher tool and they take the graft and they put it right in your head at the same time. Keynote says, ugly duckling phase is tough. I'm a month and a half out and I'm starting to grow slowly. That's dope, bro. Yeah, 1.5 months. That's when I see my first baby hair. It's fucking exciting. Nimrod said, oh, he answered someone else. Facts. Rodney says, come to Virginia. 2,500 grafts for 5,500. Hey, man, put that clinic in these comments so these beautiful people can see that, man. Hell yeah, we want to know where you going, bro. We got 61 people in here, man. Hey, get your drink, man. Ask a question. Shout outs, love is love. Keynote said, so if you ever start thinking about Finasteride, even if you have some side effects at the beginning, keep going because it might disappear later on. That's true. This is what any medication too. It's not just Finasteride. You have to go through a titration process, meaning sometimes the medication drug is too strong. Maybe you only need, so like they might start off with 1 milligram. But a lot of people say that they do good on 0.5. You know what I'm saying? And you could even cut it down to 0.25 if that's what works for your body. If you see hair rejuvenation and you don't see any side effects. Also, topical finasteride is also good for limited side effects as well. Good feedback, brother. I appreciate you, man. Keisha Randall said, "What up?" I said, "What's good?" What up? Adam saying, "Advice for the people skeptical of going to Turkey." Oh man, I think if you have traveled anywhere that is already a little skeptical, you good. Like I've been to Dubai, I've been to Thailand, I've been okay. Let's just leave it at those two places. But with with those two places, like sometimes you think like, damn, like it might be a little like crazy out there. They might have a lot of like, violence, whatever it is. They're trying to snatch me up. But Turkey is actually the leading country in cosmetic surgeries. So if you're going there for a hair transplant, they organize a lot of things for you. Like I said, transportation, hospital and hotel accommodations. If you're going for a BBL, if you're a girl or whatever, you get that. They put you in a hospital. If you're going for a hair transplant, they make hotel accommodations, 4 to 5 star hotels, and it's good hotels. Don't get me wrong. Is it 4 or 5 stars here? I don't know. The name of my hotel was the Green Park Murder. Swear to God, the Green Park Murder. It was crazy. I told my girl, she was like, "Yo, please come back home safe." So, anyway, my advice is to just trust yourself. Bring someone with you if you're nervous, but make sure you're dealing with a clinic that's well known. I would say that much. Seems like every place has some sort of bad reviews. I'll say this, for every good hair transplant, there's a bad hair transplant. And that's at every clinic. So don't think it's just the clinic. Just keep doing your research. I'll say that much. And join some Facebook groups. There's a YouTuber, his name is Onagadin. He has a hair transplant Facebook group. So any of you guys in here, show him love. Go to that joint. It's fire. I just joined it too. And it's cool. Like I just go on Facebook. I'm like, oh wow, like there's a lot of people doing it too. It makes you feel whole, makes you feel part of a community. And we appreciate him for bringing that into the community, man. That's fire. KP says Vital Honey, the cheat code. Yeah, so Manuka honey and honey is really good for healing. So I think that's what they were trying to say. Facts. Jay Johnson says, are hair transplant better in the States or in Turkey? Better is relative. In the States, they don't take a lot of grafts, so they run into over-harvesting less. In other countries, they know the goal is to put hair on the top of your head, so as long as you cool with it, they cool with it. You know what I'm saying? So it's expectation versus reality on both sides. It's just what you expect and what your reality will be, if that makes sense. In my opinion, I think they're both great. Depends on who you go to. But I have heard some bad stuff about HRS of Atlanta. I've heard some bad stuff about there. Do your research on that. I'm not saying they're bad, but I've seen more bad than good come out of there. As far as clients go that have cut their hair or people who call me for consults, I've seen more bad than good. But hey, people still go there. They're making money. I hope they continue to do good work if that's what they're doing. America's Misery says, "How snap you got oh snap you got another hair transplant. Congrats, my brother. Hey, appreciate you, man. Toast up to that." YG says, "How are you able to share a pic on your screen? I want you to tell the people how many grafts it should take to fix my hairline." Yo, bro, I don't know how to, if it was Instagram, I could bring you into the chat. We could have like a dual chat. I don't think you could do it on YouTube. I tried to do it before. Maybe we could organize a joint where we go on Instagram one time and we do the chat there next time. But yeah, that's actually funny, bro. I wish, not funny, but that would be cool. That would be cool. I ain't gonna lie. And I'll based on what I've been through, I would definitely, let you know. BK301, are you done after this last procedure? Bro, if I go back, put the handcuffs on me. I'm sick. If I go back, I'm sick in the head. This is the last one, brother. I promise. I'm done, man. I'm done. Third procedure. I'm going to just do S&P, cover it up, and that's it with me. That's it. I'm going to be happy till the day I die. Thank God for bringing me back safe, going through all of this, man, and giving me the willpower to do something that I want to do for me. Because a lot of people say they want to do something and don't do it, even if they have the money. You know what I'm saying? So money aside or not, if it's something you want to do, take your time, do your research, and get it done. Because you don't want to live your life with what ifs. You know what I'm saying? That's it. Dio Brando says, "Nah, you a real one, for real, for real." Hey, cheers, brother. Ain't no cap, ain't no show, man. This is how I am, man. I appreciate y'all, man. We got 57 people in here, man. Like this video up if you know how. You know what I'm saying? So we get this content out to other people who want to hear it. I bet. Kino says, also had a hair transplant in Turkey, bro. The flight back to Paris was tough. Facts. My flight back was disgusting. People was looking at him in the airport like he was crazy as fuck. That's what he said. Listen, bro, when I got back, I was on a mission. I'm like, yo, where is the cab? I didn't see nobody. I swear to God, I was just like, cab, elevator, like trunk. I was back in the crib. I didn't see no one look at me because I didn't give a fuck. Like, if somebody look at me and say something, I'm like, yo, you wanna, yo, bands. There's money on my head right now. Stop looking at me. If you ain't got the bread, close your mouth. Like, that was my energy because I don't, you know what I'm saying? And that's the energy everybody in here got to keep. We done spent all this time, money, investment, whether it's research, whether it's actual monetary funds, man. Believe in your shit, bro. That's yours. And stay positive. That's how it's going to grow. Ridwan says, I'm on day 6 of Ashley talking. Did they give you that Rifacin medication? Rifacin. Yeah, they gave me, if you got DHI, they gave me, no, they gave me Accef. Rifacin is shit, hold on. It's the ampule. I think I threw it out yesterday. Shit, I actually need to put that on today. I'm tripping. It's an ampule of medication. You're supposed to crack it and put it on your head. Prior to that, they were giving us injections for the first 3 days there. It's an IM injection of antibiotics. But yes, I was getting that as well. Good ass question. Does Turkey lie about the amount of grafts? Turkey stated 5 grafts, and Dr. Deep told me they only did 1,400. This is one of the questions that I've run into more often than not. And I don't know. I got no answer for that. I will say I feel like I got more grafts done this time than last time. I do feel like it looks like more than 3,000 grafts. But I can't spend time on if I was over-harvested or if they gave me what they didn't say they gave me or vice versa because it's already done. So that's why I always say do your research, pick a clinic that you trust. But that is one of the common themes or overshadowing undertones out there that maybe they're saying, oh, 5,000, but they gave you like 3,000. But when you look at their, like when they do a whole head and they say 5,000, I'm like, that's 5,000. You know what I'm saying? Or if a person's just bald in hair and they put hair here and they're like 3,500 and then the person grows an afro and it's thick as fuck, that's 3,500. So it's hard to tell until 12, 15 months because sometimes even the grafts sink and you don't develop a scab there really. And then it just looks like it's not a lot. So that's tough. You feel me? It's tough. Fax Kellerman says, I'm on month 4, still got patches, had PRP done recently and started seeing growth. That's awesome. PRP is a great help. What up, Keys? Junior 8007 said, you inspired me to get my first procedure. Hey, toast up to that, man. Number positive vibes in here, man. Get y'all cup drink up. I am currently sipping on cranberry ginger ale. You know, we got that yak. You feel me? All right, cool. Let's keep going. What we got? Does donor hair always recover? No. So the hair that's taken from the back of the head, placed in the front of the head, does not grow back at that follicular site. The hair surrounding that was not taken should grow over these scars to make it look like you still have hair in that area. That's why if you get over harvested, it looks patchy because they took a lot of hair. But if they took a lot of hair and you got an afro, ain't nothing to bitch about. So it's half and half. But you know what I'm saying? It's just expectations and where you go. They're not going to over harvest you in the States because they're so afraid of it. They don't give a fucking turkey. You know what I'm saying? Like if you cool with 10,000 grafts, nigga, they taking 10,000 grafts. Like, so you just got to know what you want. SLG says, good-ish, bro. The info on your videos help. They get me over the final hurdles and get in the hair transplant procedure. Wasn't too much out there on the black transplant experience. I'm 1 month post-op. Cheers. Hey, man, cheers to that, man. Appreciate you for sharing your experience, man. And it's not easy to share an experience. It's not easy. So everyone out there who has shared an experience, whether you got glasses on, whether you putting a mask on in your videos or doing a voiceover, we appreciate you, man. Because before there were people, don't want to discount people. There were definitely like a solid 12 people that were doing it. countable amount of people. But I'm just glad to, you know, give back or share my experience and talk about it. And it's cool that I'm in the healthcare field because I can, like, you know, deduce some of this easier and put it in layman's terms as well. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm glad y'all tuned in, man. Cheers to y'all, man. Nah, I gotta keep sipping like that. Ah. D. Wilson says, how was the plane ride to Turkey? Can you cover your head or was it still in bandages? No, as they take the bandages off before you leave, so you're not in bandages. But now they do have like this iodine antibiotic solution that they put on your head, so your head will be like yellow brown when you walk through the airport. So you won't be like, oh my God, like I got bandages, I feel weird. No, the back of your head's gonna look smooth, clean, so you're actually gonna look good in the back. It won't look like this yet. It'll still be very raw, so it's clean. But the top of your head, it'll look like yellow brown. So no, but you can't put anything on top of your head. Some people do, but you shouldn't. Devin Williams says, man, I can't wait to see how you disguise your donor area because I had 3,000 and my sides look depleted. Yo, bro, I'm doing look at that's low, bro. Look at that. Everybody take a look. That's not that high, bro. I'm rocking a fade to about here and then fade this. And if this grow in, bro, I'm good, bro. Now I probably can't have no hair back here. I feel hair, man. I'm fingers crossed some shit grow back, but if it don't, I already got a plan for it. You know, unfortunately, I don't like a fade that much, but when S&P kicks in, everything should start looking good and more proper. So, yeah, but I can't wait neither. We're going to see. Mind Stroke Entertainment says, how many grafts were needed for your crown? They put 2,000 in my crown and 1,000 through the middle. Adam says, would you recommend the place you went to? Your word means more than Google reviews. Hey, yo, respect, man. And Marine says, what's your IG? It's Good Life. Good Life Drip. My personal IG is Good Life Joe. When you put Good Life, it'll pop up. It's good_life_drip. And then good_life_Joe. But would I recommend going to Ashley Talking? I mean, honestly, you know that it's pros and cons, man. It's pros and cons. Like, same thing. All right, if you got bread and you don't care about how much money you spend, I recommend you go to Dr. Deep or Dr. Zeri. If you don't give a fuck how much it is, if money, because money don't grow on trees, but if money is something that's in the discussion, right? Because everybody don't got 20 grand or don't want to finance 20 grand, like, because you could finance, right? I financed. If you don't want to do that, that's okay. My first initial would probably be hair of Istanbul. But I've seen them do people's sideburns. I don't know if people are asking for them to do this, but people are getting it done. That's a waste of grafts to me. And I don't know if they're telling people they're not going to do it and doing it. I've seen a few reviews where the person was like, yo, I didn't ask for any of this. And they gave me all of this. And, you know, you can't just take that out. It's hair now growing. So, you know, but then Ashley Tarkan, they just, whatever you tell them to do, they do, bro. I seen a dude go there and get 11,000 grafts. Hair of Istanbul's not doing that. You know what I'm saying? Now Hair Tom is good. I like Dr. Cynic. I really like Dr. Cynic. Take a look at his, and his consultation is very professional, like to the T. He show you your breakdown of your scalp after you show the pictures. He's showing you the money break. Like he's sending you a contract back, which is very dope. One of my clients, I did a consult for, they showed me this versus other companies. And I was like, I like that the most. But yeah, so I don't know. It's up to you. If you got money, I would say, if you got money and you don't care about what you're spending, you live in the States, I would say go to those two doctors in the States. If you're more on the financial side where you got a budget and make sure things meet, I would say go to Turkey and look at, not in any particular order, but Hair of Istanbul, Ashley Tarkin, Now Hair Time, and Dr. Cynic. Those four are great. After that, I would probably look at Longevita Hair Transplant Clinic. That one is nice too. Brother Coop, the middle-aged millennial. What's good, my brother? Toast to you, man. Glad to see you in here, man. I hope all is well. Blessings. He also has a YouTube channel, guys. Brother Coop, the middle-aged millennial. You give that a watch. He's going through his transplant journey as well. I don't think it started yet. I think he's doing his preliminaries, but he's posting videos and regarding the information and stuff. So check that out. Check that out. I skipped your question. No, I answered that. Wait, now I gotta scroll back up. Okay, I'm on day 6. Did they give you? Yeah, I answered that, bro. They gave me the medication. Da, 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 da. Don't wear none on your head. Da, 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 da. Nah, I answered your questions, bro. Deborah says, love your content. You made me go for it, and I feel so confident with the few hairs I've grown from this procedure so far. Happy for you, Deborah, and I hope everything works out well for you. Toast to that. You feel me? Nothing but positive vibes in here. YG Bodybuilder says, how soon can we wear a silky do-rag or a wave cap? Some of us have to go back to work. I work, bro. But nah, I feel you. I don't wear. All right, so I would say this. It's different for me because I have hair. I got a hair transplant through the hair I already have. If it's your first hair transplant, don't wear a do-rag or a wave cap until you start to see hairs grow. Because then you're really wearing that to tame and train your hair and have it lay down a little bit. If you're just wearing it to wear it to cover your head, you know, I wouldn't say that's the best recommendation because it also cuts off circulation, which is no good for the head. You know what I'm saying? You want it to breathe. You want to give it the vitamins, the nutrients, the oils, sweat naturally, etc. So I would say 2 to 3 months. 3 months, 3 months, and when your hair starts growing. So for me, I could start wearing that 2 3 months because I have the hair. It's there. It just looks real fucked up right now, but it's gonna grow back. But yeah, through growing it, you know what I'm saying, I would say 3 months. You feel me? Andre B like says, damn, how I lose that? Andre B like says, what made you get another transplant? So I'm losing. No one asked this. Good question. So the hair in my crown area was like baby hair. And my dad has no hair in his crown and my brother has no hair in his crown. And my mom told me her dad don't got no hair in his crown. So that it was preventative measures. Like my crown was kind of light. I could have used Rogaine or whatever to get it back. But I was like, nah, I'm going to just go get a last transplant in my crown, build that density from now. And as it fades, I'll still have hair there. Granted, you know, they did me up. You know what I mean? But it's the trade-off I was ready for. You feel me? But good question. What's up, bro? Bro, what's up, IG? Yeah, I said my IG. My IG is good_life_drip. If you need that. You know what I'm saying? All right. KP says, do you give out fire haircuts? My haircuts is good. You feel me? I ain't gonna sit here and... Because when people think haircuts, we look on Instagram nowadays and they using like the spray bottle. They hitting people with fibers. They hitting you with the blackout. They hitting you with the... They use a makeup pencil for contrast and shape it up so it looks different with the skin tone. I don't do all that shit. Like, to me, that's mad corny. So it's hard to gauge what a good haircut look like nowadays versus what we see on Instagram and on the movies because that's what they doing, unfortunately. You feel me? But do I give a good haircut? Yeah, I got a few clients in rotation and I cut their hair. You know what I'm saying? And they happy with the results. You know what I'm saying? So you know, I charge. It ain't cheap. It ain't expensive. But I come to your crib and I take care of everything, and I know exactly what I'm doing because I have a hair transplant and I've been cutting hair since I was 17. So, you know, it's up to you. If you want, hit me up. I'm open if you're in the area, and we could discuss that. Justice Brown says, hey, you had a third transplant. Factory 3. Third's a charm. Aaron Walker says 7 months in, growth is aight. How much more can I expect? Oh, bro, you only halfway through. Full transplant takes 12 to 15 months. So you're less than halfway through, honestly. So aim for 15 months always. You feel me? Okay. Funk Me Hard, that's what his name is, or her, says, you ever get post-transplant itch? Yo, not really, but I do take Benadryl preemptively. Sometimes I do, I'm not gonna lie. I mainly take it to go to sleep, Benadryl, but today a mosquito bit me on my donor area. You see this raw area? Fucking mosquito, bro. I almost whipped that mosquito ass, bro. But nah, I don't get it too much. But if you do get it, you can use aloe. I hear that helps a lot, like cold aloe. Somebody says pills and foam. If you're asking me what I don't use anything, but I use natural supplements. As of now, I'm not taking anything, but next week I'm going to start taking my biotin, my vitamin C. I'm going to start taking my collagen again. I'm going to start taking my vitamin D. All of these are good for the immune system, the bones, the hair, the skin, the nails. You feel me? Andre D says, did you have your hair hanging over your hairline as you grew it out? If you did you cut your hair to your hairline? Good ass question, my G. People don't ask that, bro. Basically, after a hair transplant, you kind of get a little bang. It's weird, but you get a little bang. Good ass question, bro. Man, that's a good question. So I like to utilize, if you have a big forehead, you could utilize that bang and keep it neat and give yourself, like, cut maybe halfway into the bang and give yourself a nice lineup. That's how I would do it. I'll also ask my clients what they want to do. I'll tell them this is not your real hairline, but we could treat it like your real hairline, especially if you do rag in your joint. It's going to stay right there. You feel me? For myself, I typically cut into my hairline and make it like at my hairline. But if I do grow my hair out, I can lay it over and shape that up too. So that's a good question. It depends on your texture. If you have like Spanish or very nice, silky, smooth texture, you can do that. My texture, I can't do it too much, but it's possible for sure. All right. Evolve Sneakers says how much it costs you, bro. Ashley Tarkan, you could get maximum amount of grafts and it comes out to $2,500. If you use your beard, it comes out to $3,000. That's the current renting price there. Marcus J says, what is the maximum amount of grafts they can take from your beard? The first transplant, they took 1,000. This transplant, they said they took 1,000. It really just depends on how thick your beard is. My shit look a little fucked up. I ain't gonna lie, I look like a patient right now. Like everything looking fucked up. My girl's right. I want to show y'all this because the transformation is gonna be lit. I'm happy, bro. I'm excited. Y'all gonna see, bro. Bro, you have to see my 6 months results. Marine, one, you can send me an email or use my IG, good_life_drip. My email is goodlifejoe92@gmail.com. Send those pictures. And if you want, I could include it in a video and show people some of the results too. K Matthews, my guy. What up? How you doing, bro? How much you spent in total for your hair, for everything? Why you gotta ask that question, bro? We having a good time. Everybody drinking, we chilling, asking questions. And you go ask that one, the question of all questions. Nah, I don't mind. First transplant was 15 grand. Second transplant was 2,200. Third transplant was 3,200. So a little over 20 grand. And that's my journey, but it doesn't have to be y'all journey. I don't want that to scare nobody. And I didn't waste my money neither. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it was money well spent. I feel like with the money I spent, I was able to have these discussions easier with you guys. And, you know, we just talk, answer questions, you know, talk shit, whatever. It's easier, you know what I mean? Just through my experience. But you guys can make your experience your own journey. You know what I'm saying? That's just the route I took. And if I can go back and change it, I don't think I would, off the mere fact that I did it the way I wanted to do it. And that means a lot to me. Like, I like to do shit my way sometimes, you know what I'm saying? So that's how it worked out. How many grafts in total were taken through all procedures? Good ass question. All right, so let's focus on the back. The first transplant, 1,500 grafts from the back of my head. Second, that was at Dr. Ziering's office. Second transplant with Ashley Tarkan in Turkey, 2,000 grafts from the back of my head. So what? That's 35 so far. Last transplant, just now, Ashley Tarkan, 2,000 grafts from the back of my head. So in total, 5,500 grafts from the back of my head. They also said they took 1,000 from my beard the first and second time as well. So 7,500 grafts. I don't believe that because they did my beard in like 10 minutes, if I'm being honest. The most 15 minutes. There's no way you're getting 1,000 grafts in 15 minutes. I think they probably got like 400 and lied, like 300 and lied to me. And then the second time, I think they got like 150 and lied to me. If I'm being honest, You know what I'm saying? But the back of my head, I thought they took more than 2,000. Like, they was on the back of my head for like 5 hours. I'm like, yo, there's no way. But then again, I'm sitting there, I'm losing blood. I'm connected to the IV. I'm hungry. I'm pissing every 2 hours. So the spatial time awareness, you know, you lose it. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta trust what they say. Fuck it, man. God gonna hold me down. And I know a lot of people's like, don't bring God into this. God tell you to, you know, you're not supposed to do this and that. There. Hey, man, listen. My God forgives. You feel me? So God got my back. You know what I mean? I'm covered in the blood. You know what I mean? Adam says, how do you spell that doctor's name? Dr. Ziering. That's Ziering. Dr. Ziering. NA says, damn, son. Ooh, y'all asking. Oh, I'm getting closer to the bottom. Yeah, I'm catching up. Hold on. Yeah, NA says, what happens to FUE procedure is you do any blood work? Yeah, when you get there, you get blood work done. They want to make sure that, you know, you're compatible for a transplant. Make sure you don't have any blood disease, etc. And they'll ask you these questions too. BK301 said, what was the plan? Was the plan always to get 3 procedures done? Nah, bro. I really feel like the plan formulated itself as time progressed. It was never my plan to do this, honestly, but it just kind of happened that way. And it's my journey. Babe,
Yeah.
do you mind? Can I get a little more if you don't mind? You said no?
No.
Wow. Appreciate you.
I'm coming.
I got the best girlfriend ever. All right, so
Never heard you sip like this.
Funk Me Hard says, that's crazy. I'm saying that shit. Hey, that's the name, man. I'm just trying to read it. Says, thoughts on clinics in TJ. I've heard good things about HMR. HMR, I've heard good things. I've also heard Dr. Sales names, but I'm not too familiar. I don't even want to lie to you. But those two, I've heard those names come up. Life of Thee says, can you drop the doctor's name in Turkey? I went to Asli Tarkan. That's just a clinic. I didn't have any specific doctor there. I think they just work off specialists in there, but you can ask their names if you want. I didn't ask. I was just in there knowing what it was. But Dr. Cynic is a doctor there in Turkey that has his own clinic, and he works really good as well. Junior 8007 says, how many grafts did you get in total pulled from the bid? 2,000. Are you straight?
It's too hot in there?
No, it's good. It feels hot?
No. It is too hot.
I'm good.
You just tell me something.
Yeah, I'm alright though. TJ Elk says, congrats on my number 3, my guy. Factory, bro. Brother Coop, the middle-aged millennial, says, my brother, Factory, man. Again, he got a YouTube channel and he's putting out his content, man. You guys go give that a look. James says, what up, man? What's good, brother? Brother Coop, middle-aged millennial, say he's coming for a cut. No doubt, bro. Listen, I ain't the nicest nigga, but I'm gonna lace you up. You're gonna be happy. I've never cut somebody hair and they weren't. Actually, one time. I cut somebody hair one time and he was unhappy. I'm a truthful dude, I'll be honest. The problem was he made me, like, I met at his mom's crib, right? But they were getting work done and the lights, the electricity wasn't there, and I didn't bring my ring light. You know what I'm saying? So I had to use the light coming in from the window to cut his hair. And I was like, yo, bro. So afterward, he was like, yo, came out a little patchy. I was like, I was cutting his hair in the dark. You know what I'm saying? But afterward, that was the only time. That was a really weird scenario. But, you know what I'm saying? We definitely settled that differences. But otherwise to that, everybody getting laced up. You know what I mean? I promise. What we got here? What we got? Sam G says, what up, YouTube? Nice, bro. Happy for you. Appreciate you, Sam. Oh, it's S-Gam. Sorry, I'm saying the wrong thing. Sony says, when can someone take a regular shower, also sleep as normal? You could sleep as normal and take a regular shower somewhere between 10 days and 14 days. Ask your clinic. All clinics say different numbers. I don't want to lie to you. James Smith says, I just had my procedure. It's my second, and I had it this past Monday. Congratulations, man. Toast up. We got 54 people in here, man. Make sure y'all get y'all drink. Make sure y'all got y'all yak. We in here talking smack, you feel me? Anybody see the Fat Joe and Ja Rule versus? Who you think won? If anybody's seen the Fat Joe and Ja Rule versus, it was clearly Ja Rule, but I want to know what y'all say. Marcus J said, Do you sleep throughout the process? Some people advise against full anesthesia in a foreign country. So, nah, I fell asleep for like 5 minutes, and then somebody walked in there like, Joe, and I woke up, and then that was it. And then I was there for another 10 hours and 25 minutes up. So some people do fall asleep, but you're not supposed to have anesthesia to fall asleep the whole time. If you do want anesthesia, they could put you under to give you the lidocaine injections, which is local anesthesia, and you wake up in like 5 minutes, so you don't have to feel the pain. That's an extra $500 if you want to do that. But yeah, you'll be up the majority of the procedure. You won't fall asleep unless you're that comfortable. Fear No Man Shan said, did you cut the back of your hair? I did not. That shit is just chopped. It's just chopped right now. You know what I'm saying? Third procedure, so we're going to see how it worked out. Kevin Payne says, kinky texture is nice texture too. It defies gravity, and it also is the most delicate texture of hair. Factory, brother. Onagadin, what up, brother? How did you find out about Turkey, and what made you take that pioneering journey? My God, first of all, everybody here, man, go holla at Onagadin, man. He got a Facebook group, and I just recently joined. And you really just get to see other people put their journey out there. If you don't want to put your journey on YouTube, which a lot of people they like that anonymity. You join that Facebook group and you can just put your posts up and then share your journey. I think there's over like maybe 200 and something, like almost 300. Don't get me wrong, I don't want to botch the numbers, but there's a lot of people in there just sharing their journey, and it's dope for the community. So go show that some love. But I always wanted to go to Turkey for the hair transplant. My first option was actually Hair of Istanbul. But I ended up going with Dr. Ziering first because that was the promise I made to myself. Then when I wanted my second transplant, I actually reached out to Hair of Istanbul. They denied me because I had a previous transplant, and Ashley Tarkin had been rocking with your boy since. So I wanted to go back, get some crown work done. So here I am, chopped up. Let's get it, bro. Hey, I made it to the bottom of the barrel. We answered the questions, man. That's fire, bro. That's fire. Brother Coop in the house. Factory. Adam says, how painful were the transplants? Man, listen. 1 to 10, the second transplant was a 10. 1 to 10, the first transplant was a 6.5, 7. 1 to 10, the third transplant was probably a 5. It's all about technique. And the only thing that's really painful is the lidocaine injections or the Marcaine injections, which is the local anesthesia they use to numb the front, middle, crown, and the back where they take the hair. That's what's painful. The actual transplant is not painful, or it shouldn't be. And if it is, tell them it's painful so they can give you more anesthesia. Local. Adam says, I meant Dr. Cynic or whatever. Oh, how do you spell Dr. Cynic? So Dr. Cynic is Cinik. Dr. Cynic. I've seen good things come out of that clinic as well. And Deborah says, how's your routine for washing your hair after it heals? And what do you use to wash your hair? So actually, hold on. Shit. Got me walking like a grandpa here, man. Shit. Okay. So when you go to the clinic, for those who know, my bottle look a little nasty right now. For those who know, you get, damn, hold on. There we go. For those who know, when you go to Turkey, you get this. It's a Protera Repair Foam for the head. It's enriched with vitamins, biotin, and it's just good. Good for the transplanted area, right? It softens the scalp. You squirt it on like that. It comes out like foam, and you spread it out. You leave it for 30 minutes, 20 to 30 minutes, and then you wash it out. You rinse it out. You cup wash it out. You don't actually touch your grafts. You're supposed to just get a cup and put water and let that joint just run, and that's it. You do that, and after you do that, this is the shampoo, Protera Repair Hair Shampoo, right? Which is weird because there should definitely be some conditioner in here, right? Like a shampoo just dries your hair. That's why we're running into this problem. But it's cool. It's not my company, you know what I'm saying? But it's also good for the transplanted hair. It has plant extracts, plant stem cells, multivitamins, and mineral complexes. And you cup wash this as well. So you get a clean cup, you pour some in, you swish it around. What I do is I take the foam that develops from the soap and I put that on my scalp. And then afterward, I spin the water around, squeeze out some of the water on my scalp, tap it on a little bit, just very lightly. For the first 3 days, 4 days after the procedure, I didn't do that, but 5 days moving forward, I did. And then after that, you just take the soapy water and you pour it through. You put some more water in the cup, pour it through again, and you just keep pouring it through till your hair's not soapy anymore. And you do that for the back of your head. You just pour a little out in your hand. Make sure your hands are clean or you wear a glove. And, you know, you just do small circles on the back. So this can help with healing and keep it clean. So that is my wash regimen. You know what I'm saying? Onagadin says, I appreciate you, brother. We all might have to do a Northeastern meetup. Factory, bro. Facts, man. I'm with it, man. That's cool, man. Let me know. Let me know. Organize it in the Facebook group. We go to like some hotel or something. Or we go to AC. We just go out there and we party. You know what I'm saying? And we just get drinks at the bar or whatever. That'd be pretty cool. Jane Smith says, hey, Joe, did they give you the all-star treatment at Ashley because you're following and popularity is the baby hairs community? No, nah. But I will say this, when I went there, one lady was like, oh, you're back. This is the consult lady. She was like, oh, you're back. What are you doing back? And I'm like, I'm here for the crown. She's like, you don't need it. I was like, no, I need that. And she was like, all right, cool. And then as I'm walking, she's the only one who really remembered me. There's a lot of new faces there. But there was still some familiar faces. But then another guy that I never met, even through last time being there, he just came up to me. He's like, he was talking to his coworker. He's like, wait, that's Good Life. So he comes in the room like, Good Life Joe? And I'm like, yeah. And then the person working on me in the room was like, what are you talking about? He's like, no, he has a YouTube channel. That's Good Life. And I was like, that's cool. So it was a cool little moment. But you know what I'm saying? I ain't get no special treatment. I think the lady came in and gave me the treatment only because in my video that I was frustrated with how painful it was because the technique was bad. Maybe they seen that video, so in knowing I was coming back, maybe they had her do the anesthesia. I could say maybe yeah, but I don't know if the specialists were the best specialists. They just all look like regular individuals. But when she walked in the room, I ain't gonna lie, like everybody came in the room and they made it a whole show. And I'm like, hey man, as long as you do good work. And because that last person was wilder. And then she was amazing, bro. Like I can't even talk shit. Like I work in the medical field. Like I've given injections. I've you know what I'm saying? Like I've given injections, I've given shots, I've given IMs, I've given sub-Q. Like, you know what I'm saying? So like I understand what it takes to give this. So why am I feeling a 10 out of 10 pain? It's not like I can't, you know, comprehend the pain threshold. I get it, it's gonna be painful, but 10 out of 10, that's technique. That's not the actual medication. You know what I'm saying? So that's when I tell people 10 out of 10 is not just, oh, it's 10 out of 10 pain, it's the technique. But anyway, yeah. Jane Smith says, or do you think it's normal? Do you think it's a normal thing when they're improving on the injections overall experience? Yeah, I wanna say that that video put them on notice. So regardless if it's me or other people, they should take their time and be better with the technique. Marcus J says, based off your experience, how would you rate the claim that Ashley Tarkan over Harvest? Is that a true or false statement? I think it's false because, hear me out. Over harvesting is knowing expectations. So on average, they're doing a very good job. Can they do better overall with taking hairs individually in a micro-organized pattern so it looks like a mosaic? So nothing looks to the naked eye patchy. Could they do a better job? Of course. Everybody could. Can a bus driver do a better job driving a bus? Yeah, he can make that fucking light when niggas need to get to work. You know what I'm saying? Can a nurse do a better job? For sure, but she got 10 patients. Can she do a better job? For sure. Can a doctor do a better job discharging you from the hospital? Of course, but he got 40 things he got to do, but he's going to discharge you. Can they do a better job? Yes. Any individual could do a better job at their job. For sure. No one's 100% anything. We all have missteps. Could they do a better job? Yes, but on average, they good. On average, they good. And over harvesting is perspective. Like if you go in there and they tell you, let's take 6,500 grafts or 7,000 grafts, this is something that you should already know in doing your research, that the average grafts that should be taken is between 5,000 and 7,000. And that's all dependent on if you have on the thicker side of hair or if you have on the thinner side of hair. So let's say they tell you, okay, we're going to take 7,000. If you're not comfortable as a patient, you should speak up, let them know, hey, 7,000 sounds like a lot. Can we spread out 5,500 or 6,000? I don't need thicker hair, but I want more coverage. They could fucking work with you. But if you're cool with 7, 8, 9,000, guess what they're going to do? They're going to take that shit. And that's why I fucks with them. So do I say that they overharvest? Nah. I think they have a very keen inclination of what they trying to get done. Hair from the back of your head, you don't give a fuck. They want hair on the top. That's the goal. So that's why they even focus on the hairline, because that's the first thing you see versus putting more hair here. You know what I'm saying? That's why I went back, because that's what they did to me the second time. That's why I told them only take 2,000, because if I ever wanted to go back, I wanted to make sure I had one more go around. I could have went and got 4,000 the first time I went there, but that's why I took my time and I went back. See, that was all a part of my story too, but good question. Shit, we're going to do this maybe another 10 minutes, you feel me? Everybody grab their drink. There's 55 people in here, 45 likes, man. I appreciate y'all. If you just joining now, like this video up so the video can get to other people who want to know the information. Otherwise, grab your drink, man, and ask any questions. It don't got to be about transplants, man. We just talk and talk. You feel me? Also, you don't got to retract your messages, man. Leave your messages, man. NA says, one more question, but I don't want to get you in trouble. Is Miss Tarjan banking? Is she banging? Yeah, okay. Correction. Is she banging? You ain't gonna get me in trouble, man. She type fine. I ain't gonna cap. For all the work she got done, she got the sauce. You feel me? But she clearly a little older. But it's weird. I don't know if she older, because everybody who worked there is dead ass like 22, 21. Don't ask people their age. You might get upset. Like your surgeon, you gonna be like, yo, how old are you? You're like, yo, 20. You gonna be like, oh fuck. So, but nah, she got the juice. But more than anything else, she could fucking dress, which I like. I like someone who know how to throw a fit together. So I got to see her twice in a day, 3 times a day. She had a whole different fit on every time. Seen her in the morning, came out, used the bathroom in the afternoon during my procedure. Seen her again, she had a different fit on. And I seen her when I left at like 5, 6 p.m. when my shit was done, 6:30. I seen her again. I'm like, yo, she got mad clothes, yo. So yeah, she is banking with bread, and she's solid too. Funny question. Ken says, hey, Joe, happy for your 3rd transplant, bro. Blessings. What's the difference between FUE and DHI? From your experience, which one is more painful? No difference in the pain. Same procedure as far as pain goes, because you shouldn't be feeling any difference in the pain when they're putting it in. You know what? My apologies. DHI can cause more pain only because if they didn't fully get the lidocaine evenly throughout your scalp while they're pushing in the grafts, you'll feel the tool. It's like a sharp arrow that you're feeling in your scalp. I felt it a couple of times, and I still have sore spots because of it. What they do is they just come back over with some lidocaine, and they make that part numb. As far as pain goes, that's the only pain difference. But yeah, the difference between the two is FUE is follicular unit extraction. DHI is direct hair implantation. And the only difference is when they're putting the hair back. With FUE, they use a surgical tool, make 6,000 grafts. For example, if you're getting 6,000 implanted, they make 6,000 holes, and then they place the 6,000 grafts in those holes. DHI, they don't make the holes and place the grafts. What they do is they use a punching tool and punch into your scalp and place the graft at the same time. So that's the difference. And it costs more money relatively wherever you go. That one guy says, what did you have done, bro? Shit. Man, I don't even know where to start, man. Fucking 4 or 5 years ago, I had S&P. Shit, nah, 6 years ago. 6 years ago, I tried PRP. Worked. PRP works. I used it for 4 months. I was like, this is lit. Stopped using minoxidil. Lost all my shit. But it worked. It definitely thickened up my hair. After that, I did S&P about maybe 4.5 years ago. 2 years ago, I did my first hair transplant. 10 months ago, I did my second. And this month, I did my third. So that's what I've been up to. Blacker Than Black says, laugh my ass off, facts. To whatever you saying, bro, facts to that. Black, he said it be 30 people rolling with Ashley talking. Yeah. More dates, more fiber says, who did your hair? 2 women, 1 guy, or 1 girl? 2 women or 1 guy, 1 girl? I had 1 girl. So the placement, because two people were loading the graphs into the pens. 1 person was placing it. Person placing it was a dude. And the 2 people loading it, it was a girl and a guy. Doing the extraction, it was 2 women. That was my setup. D. Wilson says, thank you for answering my question. If you ever get out here in Oakland, look me up. We'll get you out of town. Appreciate you, my brother. No doubt, man. No doubt. For sure. If I'm ever out there, you know what I'm saying? We could all link up, hit a bar, you know what I'm saying? Ja King Customs Design says, what's up, fam? What's good, brother? Hope all is well. James says, you brought so much swag and confidence to the hair transplant community. We appreciate you so much. Did you consider other clinics outside of Acid Talking for the 3rd procedure? Nah, Acid Talking was the only place I considered for the last procedure, because through the test trial of my 2nd procedure, it worked with them. So I just reinstilled that trust in them. And they're the only clinic that's going to go that extra mile. A lot of people will look at the back of your head and they don't want the responsibility of over harvesting you. But Ashley Tarkan don't give a fuck. They're like, yo, you know what you getting yourself into. If this is what you want, I'm going to do it. They got money, run the world. So I fucks with them on that respect. So Adam says, recommend DHI or FUE. I think both are good. Just look them up, educate yourself, and choose which one makes sense to you. Cameron says, you got 3 done. Damn, I thought you was going to wait. Nah, bro. Time wait for nobody, you know what I'm saying? But nah, I was ready to get it done. I also wanted to squeeze it in while the getting was good with the price. You know what I'm saying? Last couple questions. Kino said, I think the pain is different for everyone. For me, they have something called Dermojet. It costs $220, and it's just a procedure they do to the scalp before anesthesia. The pain is a 10. The pain on 10 was like a 4. Okay, and for some people, they said it was hurting real bad. Okay, so that's cool. I didn't know that. There's another procedure to help prep for the injections. That's dope. Ryan Harrison says, how much was it in all? A little over 20 grand, my brother. That's just my journey. But you could go to Turkey or Tijuana or Japan, China, UK, you could get the same amount of grafts for a lot cheaper. This was just my journey. So a lot of companies, they do maximum amount of grafts for a set price, like Hair of Istanbul, Asitarkan, Dr. Cynic, Longevita, Now Hair Time. Give those clinics a look. Cameron says, why you don't ever wait the whole year, my guy? I see you, though. Nah, I don't wait the whole year because I'm trying to get where the money is good, you feel me? If I see it growing already, I'm already confident that it's going to keep growing. So by the time I'm halfway through my next one, I'm hitting the max of the you know what I'm saying? But it's cool. That's just how I look at it. But take that time, 12 to 15 months if you want to wait for full results. All right, last couple. Andre D said, thanks for the response, Joe. When you stop using minoxidil, how long does it take for the hair to fall out? It could take about 2 months. 1 to 2 months, you'll start seeing some shedding at a month. You'll start seeing some dissipation. You start seeing your head dissipate in about 2 months. So yeah, it all depends. And again, Jane Smith, appreciate that, man. I didn't really fully respond to that confidence comment. I appreciate that, man. And I'm glad I could give back, man. Just share my experience and give everybody, you know what I'm saying, some feedback. I don't care if my shit busted. Like, there was some dudes that I was following and their shit was not growing or was looking fucked up and they stopped posting. I'm like, I don't give a fuck. Post that shit. I need to see. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's all I respect the people who do. You know what I'm saying? Like, keep posting that shit. But even the people who started and stopped, I know life take it away from you sometimes. And I hope everything's all right with them. But all in all, like, it's just a community where we just want to share information and such. You feel me? Manchester says, I had a hair transplant and it was perfect. I left it long, so it was amazing. But after getting buzz, I was disappointed. I don't know if it was because I got curly hair. I don't know what you're really asking in that question. maybe just growing your hair out is better for you if that's what you're saying. Sometimes the haircut when you get it cut low is not the best. What you should do, especially if you had it longer, is cut it down to maybe a 1.5, throw a do-rag on, then even it out, then get a shape up. But if you had long hair and you try to cut it down, it might be a little uneven because hair transplanted hair grows weird. And that's why I say I could cut hair really well, because I know my hair, how it grew, and I know how to cut certain textures. Because funny thing is, I have clients, I cut an Indian dude's hair, black, you know what I'm saying, Spanish basically. Everybody's texture is different, so you know what I'm saying? Just find a barber that knows what he's doing. Or take your time and, you know, catch a couple L's with yourself. And then after a couple L's, you'll be good too. Solomon says, how much did the third hair transplant cost? It was $3,200. I got DHI, including my beard at Ashley Tarkan. The price for me was $3,200. Deborah says, would you get my scalp micropigmentation? That's exactly what I'm going to get after 7 months. Somewhere around March, April, I will be getting SMP in my donor area. Ryan Harrison says, what clinic did you go to? I would like to go there. I hear Dr. Deep is really good. Dr. Deep is great. I went to Dr. Zering for my first hair transplant, and my second and third was at Ashley Tarkan in Istanbul, Turkey. Ja King Custom says, you see my dude keeps it real and on point. Get my dude money means nothing. He just want a full head of hair, fam. I feel you, bro. Listen, I'm not dying with this bread. I promise you. So I'll take a loan. I'll save up. Fuck that. People could buy a car, a house, teeth. Fuck it. BBLs. I could get my hairline back. You feel me? Solomon says, yeah, you're doing great. Sure. Appreciate you, brother. Jay Cooler says, got my hair transplant 4 months ago in my crown. Very slow growth. Starting to get worried. Hey, bro, that's the thing. They say sometimes the crown is not successful, but what you could do is a PRP session. You can also make sure you change your diet, eat the right healthy things. Also, consult with your physicians. But 4 months is no time to really get worried. You have up to 15 months. So let that time sink in. Let it grow. You should be good to go. K. Matthew says, you have a real talent, my brother. Could be a radio host, podcaster, easy. Keep it up. I appreciate you, man. My brother also has a podcast. It's called Hookah and Opinions. If anybody's interested or be driving to work or just bored, listen to that podcast. I feature on a couple of them. Basically, they smoke hookah and just talk about current events or like funny topics. And I featured on 3 high casts. Basically, you know, we get high and then we go on the podcast. So if you guys have time, download that on, I think it's on Spotify. Not on Spotify, is it? I think it is on Spotify and podcast, the app. Hookah and Opinions, you guys could get out a listen. But I was thinking about doing something like that. I might just turn the channel into something like that too, like, because I already, you know, I'm already here, so. But yeah, I appreciate that, man. That's dope, brother. And the last question, man, I made it to the end, man. Last joint or question or statement. America is misery, Babylon says, how many grafts did you get? In total, I have gotten on paper, this is fucking bananas, 7,500 grafts. Do I think it was that? Absolutely not. From the back of my head, though, I've gotten 5,500 grafts. Do I think it was that? I think they took a little more, but it is what it is. They took 2,000 from my beard, and that is my total. Oh, we got new names in here. I got to answer these. Damn. All right. Danny says, hey, bro, I'm also about to be a black male nurse, and I'm stressing balding in my 4th semester, BSN school. You got me considering a hair transplant if it turns out necessary, homie. Appreciate you, brother. Hey, man, take your time, do your research. Also, when it comes to nursing school, I want to drop some videos on that as well, man. But good luck on that. Good luck on that BSN program. It ain't no hope, especially that NCLEX when you get to the end. I'll tell you, I passed on the time running out. So I ran the full amount of time, which I believe is 6 hours to take the test. So my computer shut down off the time running out. And I've never met anyone who passed the NCLEX or any state board exam like that, like regardless if it was like lawyer, doctor, etc. So social worker. So yeah. So good luck, man. You're gonna do great. Use UWorld. UWorld is an app. When you get to the end, write this down, bro. UWorld is it's better than Kaplan. It's better than Helen Fior. It's better than all of that. UWorld. Get that. You're gonna love it. And okay, I went to Dr. Deep, got 2 procedures. First time was in May 2020. Second procedure was in April 2021. Dr. Deep is the real deal. I'm going to him for the 3rd time. Dr. Deep is great. Like I said, if you don't care about the bread, go to Dr. Deep, go to Dr. Zarin. They nasty with it. Like, they great. Like, you know what I'm saying? But it's expensive. It's not, you know, some people don't want to spend that. Some people don't have it to spend, and I get it. Like, you know, some people don't want to take a loan out. You know what I mean? I get it. So do what works for you. Find what works for you. Sin City says, what are your thoughts on Hair of Istanbul versus Ashley Tarkin? Great video as well. Appreciate you, bro. I like both of them, man. And I like them for different reasons. Hair of Istanbul was the first like iconic hair transplant clinic, and I was gonna go there. I was between them and Dr. Ziering for my first transplant, but I was one of those people who were skeptical about going to Turkey, so I never got it done there. And I'm glad, I'm not glad, but I'm happy I did it the way I did it. But they're both good. Hair of Istanbul is developing standards though. Like if you have thin hair in the back, if you're a Norwood 7 and you're, you know, they're not fucking with you. They're not gonna take you if your hair's thin and you're a Norwood 7. Like they're not gonna take you as a client. You know what I'm saying? But Ashley Tarkin, they don't care. They'll if all they could give you is hair from hair to hair and no hair in the crown, that's what they're gonna give you. Because that's what you want. But Hair of Istanbul is fucking with what looks good on Instagram, and Ashley Tarkan will do what looks good on Instagram and what you want, which I like because they're the clinic for the people, but you have to measure your expectations. That's all I say. Very last question, I promise. Here we go. Oh yeah, I'm nervous about my NCLEX, but I appreciate the advice, man. You world got it. Yes, sir. And on that note, the last thing we talking about is nursing, man. Comes full circle, man. Blessings to everybody who came through. Drink your drink, man. If you're on your first month, you know what I mean? Take your medication, heal up well. If you're on your first 6 months, team baby hairs all day. And if you're on your first year, man, toast and congratulations to new hair, man. Let's get braids on these niggas. Let's look good, feel good, smell good every day. You know what I'm saying? Live your peace, chase your happiness. And damn, man, it was good. It was good kicking it with y'all, man. I'm going to catch y'all on that next video, man. Peace, blessings to James Smith and everybody in here, man, who showed love, who asked questions. You guys are the greatest, man. And I'm going to catch y'all, man. Happy for y'all, too. Peace.